encourage the study of engineering among young people. Miriam Usman. This program is brought to you by Engineer Yemisi Shilon FNSC. He's the reason why you see this program every Friday by 5:30 p.m. Let me also remind our viewers that this program is specifically to encourage the study of engineering among our young ones. And if you're a student between the age of 15 and 22 with science and engineering innovation, we urge you that you contact the NSE on 0803640141944. I take that again, 0803-6401-944, or OGTV on 070-3161-1497. Well, if you have any innovation, these are the numbers you can call to exhibit your invention on the program. Don't forget, it's a two-way communication. You get to call us by answering our question, and just maybe if you answer our question correctly, you might be a lucky winner on the program. And of course, there are gifts to be won courtesy of our sponsor, Engineer Yemisi Shilon. Now we move straight to the question of the day. The question of the day is: a student is injured by inhaling gases released during a laboratory experiment. Which piece of equipment could have prevented this accident? I take that again. A student is injured by inhaling gases released during a laboratory experiment. Which piece of equipment would have prevented this accident? Option A, eye wash. Option B, fire blanket. Option C, goggles. Option D, film hood. If you know the answer, please call us or send us messages via our social media handles, and just maybe you might be our lucky winner on the program today. Now we'll take a short break, and after which we'll introduce our guest on the program as well as our topic of conversation. You're still watching Engineering on You. We'll be back shortly. Thank you for staying tuned. You're still watching Engineering and You. And yes, those were our question for the day. I'll take it one more time, just for those who are just joining us. And if you know the answer, please do well to call us or send us messages via our social media handle. Don't forget, if you have an innovation as a student between the ages 15 to 22 and you would love to exhibit it on a national television, this program is that program for you, and you are welcome with your ideas. Now the question again for the day is: the student is injured by inhaling gases during a laboratory experiment. Which piece of equipment could have prevented the accident? You have option A, eye wash. Option B, fire blanket. Option C, goggles. And option D, film hood. If you know the answer, please do well to call us. Now I'm most straight to introducing our guest on the program today, and the topic of conversation. We are taking a close look at volunteering, a catalyst for developing engineering skills and experiences. And to take us further in this conversation today, I'm being joined by Engineer Dr. TOLULOPE Christiana ERINOSHO. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
I like your title, engineer, doctor. I think that's the first time I'm having such kind of honor on the program today. Thank you so much for joining us. I feel really inspired, you know, engineer, doctor on the same side. A lot of young people are watching right now, and it just gives them that belief that as a woman, you can be whatever you want to be, regardless of the field you want to.
That is it.
All right, so let's take us through your slide for today.
Okay. Thank you very much for having me once again. Good evening, viewers. It's nice being here. Yeah, a lot of professionals have been on this program, colleagues, and they've taken us through some of the requirements, the academic requirements for studying engineering. Especially at the secondary school level, you need to be good in physics, chemistry, mathematics for the maths, and sometimes biology, depending on the option of the engineering that one wants to venture into. But there's another aspect of this professional development that every individual must acquire, and that is the practical experience and the practical skills. And how do you acquire these skills? And that's what I'm here to discuss. And so my topic of discourse this evening is volunteering, a catalyst for developing engineering skills and experience. Now, straight to the point of the topic of discourse. What is volunteering in the context of engineering? Volunteering is just an act of contributing one's time and expertise to support various initiatives, projects, or organizations within the engineering field, with or without compensation, with utmost interest in skill acquisition, personal development, and intellectual capacity growth. And this volunteering comes in different ways. It is a way to give back to the society, because through it you can get valuable experience and make a positive impact in the society. Now, why do we need practical skills in engineering? Practical skills are very, very important in engineering, so as to build the gap between what is being learned in the classroom and the real life application. Every engineer, we have problem solver. We use mathematics and the scientific principles to solve problems. But to solve this problem, you need to have the practical skills, and that is why every individual that wants to venture into engineering must acquire this skill. Also, it is important to acquire practical experience in engineering, because when you do that, it will give you an edge, especially in this competitive world. You'll be able to develop problem solving skills and gain practical experience that could be used in solving engineering problems and making relevant contribution to the society. Also, it's a lifelong learning process, because as you progress in the field of engineering, the more you practice, the more knowledge you have. And so, the more exposed you are to some of the challenges, the better you become as an engineer. And so, but how do we acquire this practical skill? One of the ways is through the one we learn in school, that is the academic environment. But there are some other ways that individuals, especially the younger ones, can develop themselves to acquire these skills. And one of the ways, what I've atomized now, one of them is through STEM competitions among the young secondary school students. There are some programs that we can set up in the secondary school students among these young ones that can bring out their critical and their problem solving skills. You can have robotics competition, design challenges. 3 months ago I was at an event, a build-out event in Abeokuta, which was organized by the Federal Ministry of Communication, where we have young ones, the secondary school students coming up with different projects, coming up with waste materials, and using those waste materials to bring about a lot of initiatives. And these are things that we can expose the students to, the teachers can do, even the students can do. Also, we can have robotic clubs that is being established among them. Also, environmental conservation projects. There can be some projects on building a renewable energy solution, water procurement projects, or sustainable infrastructure projects. Another one that is very, very that I think I'll do my grown-up days is this environmental sanitation that we normally do. You see a lot of younger ones coming out. When you do all these things, yes, you will learn a lot of things. Number one is that it makes you to network. It makes you to develop how to solve problems. Because when you engage yourself in some of these practices, you'll be able to know how to even relate with individuals. Because as an engineer, we're not just problem solver. You don't want to just solve problems. You want to also be on the table to project whatever problem you're solving. And that's why sometimes people will say engineers are not rich. Yes, engineers are not rich because if you limit yourself to just design or just to provide the solution and you keep news. But you must find a way for yourself on the table. You must be part of the decision making. You must find a way to get to the table and defend whatever you have built. And how do you do this? When you don't know how to, when you don't develop all these communication skills, presentation skills, collaborative skills, problem solving, critical thinking skills, and all these can be acquired through volunteering. Another one that I also want to talk about is mentoring programs, like especially in the secondary school category. We can have initiative where we can engage the senior ones to teach the younger ones, maybe soldiers in the secondary school, senior secondary school, to teach those in the junior secondary school category, maybe mathematics, science. By giving out this knowledge to them, you are learning. Because when you're asked to teach, the best way you can even learn a concept is when you're asked to teach. So, even also in group work, sometimes they give you group assignments. As a would-be engineer, if you really want to practice engineering, you have to be part of the system. When they give you assignments, maybe you give a mathematics assignment at SSC level, don't just say the best students in the class will solve. You have to be part of them. When maybe in your house, there's a construction work going on in your house, and your mom or your dad, they employ a technician to come and do the work. You can be part of you can be part of that problem solving. Don't just say, oh, my mom has paid, then I can just sit down. No, you don't just sit down. If you really want to practice engineering, be part of them. Join that technician. When they are doing the wire, be part. If you want to study electrical engineering, why not join that technician in doing the wire, in knowing how these things are done. Maybe a construction work is going on beside your house. You can volunteer to be part of that work. Maybe at a leisure time, you are in a classroom. Really, I don't do a public secondary school student. You are in a classroom. You have maybe some rubbish, some chairs that are broken. Maybe after your exam, you can come together, and engage your maybe for your family or your physics teacher or anything that you know can be of assistance. See, sir, we want to solve this problem. Come together, create a group and solve that problem. So these are some of the ways that you can learn, you can acquire this skill as a would-be engineer. Your mom might be, maybe your mom is, some will say, oh, because my mom is not an engineer, so I cannot study engineering. Oh, engineering is so difficult. If your mom is a paper seller and you engage in that work, so many things that you will learn. You will learn how to manage stakeholders. You will learn negotiation skills. Your mom, if a customer comes to buy paper and, how much is it to your so these negotiation skills too are very, very important for engineers.
All right, let's take this call. Thank you so much. Are you there?
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you, Falashadi.
The answer to the question is food.
Come again?
Food is the answer to the question.
What option is that? Take it again. I didn't get you clearly.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yes.
Which flesh and category information state? The answer to the question you asked earlier is food.
Okay, food. Okay. How old are you?
I'm 40 years this year. June 4th is my birthday.
Oh, okay. This question is not. You are not in the age bracket for those who can answer the question.
Oh.
Yes, we're so sorry. We're so sorry. So thank you so much for watching Engineering and You. Keep watching the program. Now we expect more calls from our young people to answer the question on the program today, and just maybe you might be our lucky winner. So over to you.
So volunteering has a lot of benefits. Just as I've mentioned, program management, problem solving skills, and so I want to encourage the young ones who are watching this program today that don't just sit on the fence. Be part of the system. If you're in secondary school, maybe a senior secondary school, take the initiative to start taking classes in the junior secondary school category. They're having challenges with their mathematics, their physics. Volunteer to be the one to teach. If they give you assignments, don't just say, the best student in the class should do. Why? You have to be part of it, because see, when you develop all these things, when you engage yourself in all these things, you will develop the leadership skills. And that leadership skill is what will take you to the top of a career. And also,
all right, we're going to take this call. Yes, thank you, Promise, for calling us.
Okay.
How are you? What's the answer to our question? We lost the call again. Please call us, and if you can't call us, you can send us messages via our social media handle. When you call us, turn down the volume of your TV set so we can hear you clearly. All right. I'm really enjoying your presentation, and I have some questions, but I want you to finish up before I bring my questions.
Okay, so let me just wrap up like this. See, I can say I am a testimony of the benefits of volunteering, because at least this is my 15 years of experience in the field of engineering. But I can boldly say that and I've worked in 3 different places. The 3 jobs that I've had in life, I got them through volunteering. And that is why I'm teaching these principles to the younger ones as well. Let me just mention one. I served in Lagos, and where I served, we were 5 in my company then. There was one, this office was also
okay. We have another caller. Thank you, Favor, for joining us today.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. What's the answer to our question? From Hood. How old are you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm 18 now.
18.
Yes, ma'am.
I will let you know if you're correct or not with that answer, but I'd like to get the last 2 digits of your phone number.
Okay. 22-3.
22-3. All right. Thank you, Favor, for calling us. Keep watching the program. All right. So, what would you?
So, we were 5 in that company. The company was not so organized. It was a consulting firm. And, after work, when we were posted there, people would just go home. And there was this engineer in that company that was doing he was a civil engineer. He was the one doing all the design. And we tried to talk to the management to attach us to him. No, it's this settled there. And what I would do is that when others are going, I would just sit down in the office. So can I help you with the painting? Oh, this is okay, let me do it with the people. Sometimes when he's painting, I'll be helping him to pack. So through that, I was just looking and see what he was doing. Then I asked for approaches. I said, can you please teach me how to use AutoCAD? This is what you're using for your work. I said, why not? He said, after he's done finish his own work, I will do. And I finished. After the 1 year service, I got a job in the bank. And I told myself, you spent 5 years in the university. I want to end up counting money. Apologies to the bank. And I said, no. I want to practice engineering. Then I came back to Abeokuta, and I was coming. I just saw a professional site. The following day I went there. I said, I want to apply there. And the man, it was the German. He said, what can you? He said, what application can you use? I said, application. I can use Microsoft Word. Software. I said, software. What engineering software can you use? I said, I can start with AutoCAD. Then he just gave me a connector that take this connector, can you please spec it? And I just remember that when I was there, and I was able to do it. And that was my I did not know anybody. So I got that job. 2 times I paid. And the extra time I
volunteering. I'm so excited that we're talking about this on the program today, because I also have my own my own story about volunteering. But I got to know of this somewhere in my tertiary institution. I was opportunity to work with this organization that was after social impact, and it gave me a lot of idea. As we speak, I never studied engineering in school, but there was this project we executed those days in school with the organization. It was water filter dispenser related, and all the people, the team members involved in that project had 100% knowledge of what that project is, regardless of the course you are studying in school. And right now, if I get to see anything like that, I can tell you everything you need to know, even though I did not study engineering in school, even though I never studied anything science related. That's what comes from volunteering. And some, of course I was involved from the beginning to the end. There is nothing you tell me about that water filter dispenser right now that I can't tell you about. These are the things I will not learn in school because I'm not an engineering student.
And that's what I'm talking about. That please, if it's important for all, please, especially the younger ones watching this program, please, don't just sit on the fence. Look around you. What is it that your mom is doing that you can do better using your engineering knowledge? What is that problem? What is that challenge that your school is having? What is that challenge that the younger ones in your in the junior secondary school particularly are having that you feel you can be a solution provider? That is what volunteering is all about. And when you do this, one thing about volunteering is that the word of volunteering comes in different forms. It may not be in that line of work that you're doing, but when the glory will come, when the reward will come, you will be amazed.
There is always reward.
And that's what I used to say. When people say there is no job, I used to say there are jobs.
Yeah.
But people don't want, people want money. Money is what people put forth. And so please, as young engineers, as family engineers, who be engineers, prospective engineers, shouldn't be at the center of your career now. Seek for knowledge, volunteer. In your church, a lot of organizations that have media department. Why can't you join them? Be part of the video editing, be part of the consulting work, be part of a lot of projects that are going on in your school. If it is in your church, if it is your mosque, if it is in your environment, at home, what can you do better? How can you do your home job better? So these are things that I'm here to do.
Thank you so much, Engineer Dr. TOLULOPE. Thank you for this wonderful session. It's really been an amazing time. Well, we're hoping we get more calls before we wrap up on the show today. Let me quickly remind you also that if you're a student between the ages 15 to 22 and you have any special innovation science related, please, the number to call for your project to be featured or exhibited on the program is 0803-6401-944 or 070-31-611-497. We encourage innovation among young people, and this program is where you get practitioners give you direct details, examples with their lifestyle of what engineering is to our everyday lives. We've just had Dr. TOLULOPE take us through volunteering, a catalyst for developing engineering skills and experiences. And I've had a great time, and I trust everyone else watching did the same. Well, the answer to the question for the day, the answer to the question of the day is option D. And I think our last caller got that correct. Hood. So we're going to reach out to you. We got your last details and expect our gifts courtesy of our sponsor, Engineer Yemisi Shilon FNSE. Now let me take you through the question for the week as we wrap up for today. The question for the week is, which of these resources is renewable? Which of these resources is renewable? You have option A, coal, option B, natural gas, option C, solar, and option D, uranium. Now, if you know the answer, next week is another time to send us your answer via our social media handles, or you call us. Tell us the answer to this question. Until then, my name is Miriam Usman. Engineering and You is brought to you by Engineer Yemisi Shilon FNSE. See you next week. Bye for now.